Thanks for the support as a channel member, Liam Taylor. No, it's Thame, not Thames. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's absolutely deliberately misleading and clickbait. I assumed you'd be on board with that. I thought so. Hello and welcome to part 4 of Homegrown. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we face title rivals Thame. Is it Thame? I assume it is. We face them in the league, and we've also got another FA Cup game. And this one is the second qualifying round. We're away against Marlow. Since we were last with you, me. I say that twice a day, every day. They have done for 5 years. Can't remember how to say it. Since you were last with me, or since I was last with you, either way, we've been doing really well in the league. We've been doing pretty well in the FA Cup as well, getting through the first qualifying round against Colville. We did get knocked out of the Southern League Cup first round against Corby, a team we'd previously put 5 goals past in the league. Clearly, we're not that into the Southern League Cup first round, but we are very much into the FA Cup, and we want to keep running through the FA Cup as long as we can. Marlow are in the Isthmian League South Central Division, which I think is a Tier 7 league. I think that's the league above us. It could well be an equivalent league. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, we want to continue our cup run, because the cup run, amongst other things, is very much helping the financial situation of the club. I'm not really sure, cup run aside, where the money is coming from. We've had £169,000 worth of grants this year. No idea what they're for. Maybe we're getting National Lottery grants or something. Who knows? But there's a big pile of grants that have come through. The actual prize money from the FA Cup so far, we've only had £8,000, which doesn't seem like a lot. In fact, from the FA Cup, it's only been 3.5. We've actually had more out of the FA Trophy than the FA Cup so far. But when you consider our match day income for the year is only 14,000, and we started with a balance of 10,000, the further we go into these cups, the more significant that money becomes. And we're still in the FA Cup and the FA Trophy at the moment, and have a big FA Trophy game against Barnet of the National League coming up, which there's probably a good chance that will be tomorrow's episode, unless we stay in the FA Cup and get a particularly juicy game in that. But let's get into the league. This is what the league table looks like. We are still very much in a race to accumulate as many points as we can before our good players start to leave. They haven't started to leave yet. We have caused a little bit of a financial problem with the new contract for Barlow that we did in the last episode, because it's put us way over our wage budget, so we can't really offer new contracts to anybody else. There are vultures circling, but interestingly, the vultures are leaving Henry Barton alone at the moment, who's got 18 goals from 17 games this season. I know we all love Yves Kalala, but in actual match-winning impact, I think Barton is probably more important to the club. And if we only keep one for the season, I think if we keep Barton, we go up. Whereas anyone else, I think we could probably get rid of. Kalala's goals against his XG is absurd, by the way. An XG of 1.61, and he scored 7 goals. Imagine how many goals he'd score if we played him a bit further forward and actually got him into goal-scoring positions. The man is a monster. So this is the team for the Thame game. We've got McCarthy in goal, a back four of Bachelor, Expedetta, Davis, Danowski, and Liss. Davis, by the way, has been called up to the Wales under-19 squad, and seems like he's in the process of doing a little bit of a Mick Powell. Already up to 3-star current ability, with his 5-star potential that he had all along. And he's now considered the second best defender at the club ahead of Danowski. That's off the back of playing him like 10 times, literally playing him 10 times. Only 5 of them are starts as well, but he didn't need a lot of football for his star rating to surpass the guy who was in the team ahead of him before, although Danowski is back in alongside him today because Conor O'Brien is suspended. In midfield, we've got a long-term injury to Marius Angel. He's out for 6 months with a broken ankle, so we're having to play Van der Laan in central midfield, who's another one who, playing out of position, he's very quickly learning to play in his new role. He could only play on the left wing at the start of the year. He's now a competent central midfielder, having played, I don't know, not many games. You can see he's played a lot of games at fullback and ball-winning midfielder, because he's our third choice left winger. So if he's going to be a permanent part of the team, he needs to do it in that role, which he is learning to play. So it's slam dunk on the left-hand side, Van der Laan, Kalala and Daniel, good old Danny Daniel in midfield, and then Liss and Barton up front. We need goals today. We need a win today. We need to continue to accumulate these points because the time it is approaching. I've got a hair in my eye and it's ruining me. The time is approaching where we're going to lose Kalala, surely, and probably Slam Dunk along with him, probably Danny Daniel as well. They're all going to disappear, and it's going to be very, very sad. While this is going on, I need to find out where this hair is. Is it in my eyes? Is it on my glasses? Is it just a long eyebrow? I know I'm very much an eyebrow man. I could have an eyebrow dangling into my eye. It's like day 2 of lockdown as I record this, and I've already got my eyebrows are already so long they're getting in my eyes. I'm going to look like a wolf man by the time we're allowed back out of the house again to get a haircut. This is absurd. What is going on with Davis? His fitness level has just fallen through the floor. I don't know that we've got a centre-back on the bench. Fru's a centre-back, so he can come on for him at half-time probably if Davis continues to crumble the way he is at the moment. Lovely clearance off the line from Bachelor Ex Pateta. Danny Daniel's struggling now as well. What is going on? Why is everybody struggling? I know we're playing a lot of football and not really rotating the teams. We don't really have anyone to rotate, but Davis and Daniel and Dunk as well is starting to deteriorate. We're 35 minutes into the game. I could make it 35 minutes into a game playing on the wing and not get tired. You don't have to run a lot out there, do you? I mean, I'm not an expert in wingers. I assume they just stand around like he is now. They just sort of stand there and wait for the ball and it's gone past him. He's done a lot of shuffling back and forward there. I wouldn't bother with that. I'd just pick the average spot and stay there and wait for the ball. I'd do it in the Matt Letizia style. Right, ball over from, I don't even know who that was or what they were trying. Danowski heads clear from the lump forward. But it's back with Thame, who are now attacking at us. But Danny Daniel intercepts, trying to play it forward for Barton, but can't get there. Davis is there to intercept, though. And Liss playing it back to Dunk, who is going to look for a ball over the top of his own. And there is his ball over the top. It's a slam dunk pass from Slam Dunk. And Henry Barton puts us 1-0 up for his 19th goal of the season to put us 1-0 ahead. And look how happy I am on the touchline. I'm delighted. This is good hold-up play from Liss again. He's playing as a deep line forward, which isn't really his natural position. But I think with the midfield being asked to play as defensively as they are, and not really getting up to support the strikers, we need one of the strikers to drop back. Either we push Kalala forward or have Liss dropping back the way we are. And I think we need Kalala in the midfield because with Van der Laan alongside him, he's not a midfielder, is he? Right. We're going to pump the fists, say we could be doing even better. Is Kalala a natural in midfield yet? He's not. He's still accomplished in central midfield. So, who was tired? Davis was tired. So, White's the old one, isn't he? White's 24. Fru, I think, is 16. So, we bring on the kid and we give the kid game time. That's how we do things here at home. And Danny Daniel is tired as well. So, Macchiardi can come on for him, which Daniel was probably tired because he's been gallivanting off playing international football again because he's Mr. Big Time. So that's probably why he's tired. Van der Laan nods it down to Liss. Back with Van der Laan again, who's been given time to pick a pass here and plays it out to Macchiardi, who's got options, lumps it over. Dunk was coming in from the left-hand side. It falls to Van der Laan again. Here's Kalala. Shooting opportunity for Kalala. I thought that was going to be goal number 8 without much XG attached to it. But alas, it goes a little bit wide from Kalala, which is probably for the best. We're winning the game. We don't need him to show off too often. We'd rather he played at 80% of his maximum ability and we kept him all year rather than being at 100% and losing him at Christmas. We benefit much more from him not playing as well. Van der Laan plays it forward to Dunk, and Dunk is just charging forward, takes a shot. He's never scoring from there in a million years, but it's lovely to see him have a little go at it. But when he can play a ball over the top the way we saw him play for Barton before, I mean, it's a tad frustrating that he's having that shot from there. Kalala now playing it back to, I think that was Dombrowski who'd come further forward. I'm not sure. Who's the number 4 today? It must be Dombrowski. I guess he was taking the throw, which is weird. Right, Dunk's going to come off for McCarran. Dunk's tiring as well. McCarran is the one who's considered a League One quality player but doesn't play. A lot of calls to retrain him into a different position. He could, I guess, play left back. I guess he could play right wing. We don't need a right winger. But you know what? We're winning football matches anyway. I'm hoping by not playing McCarran very much, when we do lose Dunk, nobody will take McCarran as well. It probably won't work that way. They'll probably both go at the same time. And McCarran will have this bizarre career statistic where he had half a season in Tier 8 and couldn't get in the team and then went and became a regular in League One. And Bachelor Expedetta plays the ball over the top. McCarran with the cross. Barton's there. The keeper does quite well to keep that out, actually. And it's back with McCarran, who plays it across. I think he's looking for Liss, but Liss, as usual, was facing the wrong way. I mean, to be fair to him, it's what we're asking him to do most of the time. But when he's in the 6-yard box like that and there's a cross coming in, it would be nice if he just turned around and faced the goal. Dombrowski taking another throw. It ends up with Macchiardi. It's fallen nicely to Kalala. There's Liss, there's McCarran, and there's his third goal of the season. It's 2-0 to Home. And that should be us. Wait for it. Wait for it. We need a drum roll. Are you ready? That should be us. Home and dry. Yeah? Yeah? Got plenty more of them. Oh, I've got a book full of them. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a lovely series. Right, 2-0, 8 minutes left. Fru's taking a free kick for us. It's with Bachelor Expedetta now. I just like saying his name. Van der Laan plays it forward to Liss. McCarran is in decent space on that far side, but was that Liss just lumping the ball forward? I mean, I know we're exponents of the home lump, but there's a time and a place. If you're one striker, don't lump it forward to the other striker. Give it to Kalala. Let him do something special with it. He's playing it out to... I thought it was McCarran. I thought that was the referee. But obviously he's wearing a Thame kit. So a referee would have been... If he was a referee, it would have been troublesome. McCarthy collects the ball, though, in goal. And I assume that's the last highlight now. It's not. We've still got another one. They're taking a throw. It goes straight to Dombrowski, who does do the home lump properly this time. Finds Barton. Barton's just holding the ball up, playing it back to Liss, the other Liss. And Thame get back in out. What is Van der Laan doing there? What is he? I mean, I know he's not a midfielder. He's had 2 awful attempts to pretend to be a midfielder there. He's really trying to make the point he doesn't want to play there anymore, I think. But he's going to have to. Until we get the youth intake or the transfer embargo is lifted, we've got no way to bring in a central midfielder, and the other one's out for 6 months. So Van der Laan's going to have to get used to it. This is going to be the first of many times in this series, I'm sure, that we're forcing a player to play in a position that he can't do because we don't have anyone else who can play there. There's not many one central midfielder formations we could switch to either. We've got all these wingers, but I think it's probably frowned on to play 1 centre mid and 4 wingers, which is kind of what our squad would dictate we should do. But that was a good win. Well done, boys. We should be nicely clear at the top of the table now as we continue to accumulate points. And now we hopefully... 6 points clear there. Hopefully we do another job in the FA Cup now. Van der Laan should not start, says Dom. Who should, Dom? I mean, let's have the conversation. Who else have we got? Let's have a look at the squad depth, shall we? Should we look at the position overview? Should we look at the central midfielders? We've got 1 great, which is Kalala. 2 poor, which is Angel, who's got a broken ankle. And the only other man at the club is Van der Laan. So I ask you again, Dom, if Van der Laan shouldn't start... Who should? The 3 people who like that, morons. Absolute morons. In other news, I have started my my second coaching course. I've just completed my national B. Yeah, I've just completed my national B. So that's my 3rd one. Is it? Or did I start with a C? I don't remember. I've just completed the national B. I'm now off doing the national A licence as I try and catch up with Mrs Wearmouth, which is a sentence I didn't think I'd be saying ever. Right, a couple of changes for the Marlow game then. O'Brien's back from his suspension, so he comes in at the back to go alongside Danowski. Davis is going to sit this one out because he's a tired boy, and we have a number of tired boys who are having to play because we just don't really have other options. But we are able to rotate Liss out of the side to bring Derry John Allinson into the side, who has scored a couple of goals, 3 goals from 1 start in all competitions. Most of his goals have come in the cup. But we're playing a cup game now, so perhaps he's an FA Cup superstar. So this is the team that we're sending to Marlow. I know Danny Daniel's not fully fit, but we don't... I mean, we've got Macchiardi who could play, theoretically, but it's Danny Daniel. We can't not play Danny Daniel. Right, go out there, carry on where you left off last time. Like I say, we haven't really established how good Marlow are. Let's hope they're not as good as we are. They're playing a flat back 6, so they're clearly afraid of us, which is a good sign. It's just whether or not we can break down their flat back 6 is the worry, I guess. Why have we got nobody trying to stop this from happening? That's Danny Daniel should be in there closing down and preventing that. He hasn't, and that's a worry. And Bachelor ex-Pitetta lumping the ball forward, though. No one's chasing it. Allinson. Well, I know he's young, but he's got to learn he's allowed to chase the football. Barton is through, though, and scores his 20th goal of the season. Where on earth would we be without number 9, Henry Barton? Beautiful stuff. It's 1-0 to home, and the third qualifying round of the FA Cup is summoning us. For those of you not familiar with the FA Cup structure, once we've got through the preliminary rounds, which we have, you then have the 4 qualifying rounds. This is the second of those. Once you get through the 4 qualifying rounds, it's then the first round proper, which is when you can start making the big money as a club this deep in non-league by getting an away tie against a League One club like a Sunderland, for example, or a Portsmouth, someone who's going to get a big crowd that you then get 50% of the gate receipt for. And if we were, the dream is an FA Cup first round, if we can make it that far, away to Sunderland, because the money attached to that is stupendous. It would support us for years. And that's basically what we're aiming for every year with the FA Cup. It's why we take the FA Cup so seriously in the lower leagues. And then when we get to the Premier League, we don't really care anymore. We'll win it once just so we have a medal, and then we'll stick the reserves out in it forevermore because it's only the FA Cup. Who cares? But we care now because we care about money. And that is an interesting goal kick that no one really dealt with. It's made it all the way back to McCarthy, and he lumps it forward for Allinson. It ends up with Kalala in midfield, and now Danny Daniel, who's got the overlap outside of him. If he decides to use him, he's going alone. In fact, he's not. He has played it to Liss, and there's slam dunk coming in off the left wing for his 10th goal of the season. Beautiful stuff from him. I think 10 goals means he has officially earned his name change now. So if we don't need to see the replay with a little got other stuff we need to take care of. So set nickname Slam, no capital U, Slam Dunk. Beautiful stuff. And hopefully he'll grab another one. I love it. I love seeing that. Slam Dunk and Bachelor ex-Pitetta, and making a left-hand side that dreams are made of. And Vanderlaan was that giving me the Vanderlaan's 1 yellow card away from suspension? Who cares? Has that corner just gone in? I don't think I've ever seen that happen in Football Manager before. Slam Dunk has just scored directly from a corner. This is a thing of beauty. Oh my word. Well, take a bow, Slam Dunk. We're in the third qualifying round of the FA Cup. If that doesn't get him a interest from a Football League club, I don't know what will. Absolutely stunning. 3-0 to home at half-time. And just keep doing what you're doing, boys, because whatever you're doing is working. And I am enjoying it very much. Fitness levels wise, we probably do need to take off Danny Daniel, who is off gallivanting on international duty again after this game. I might have to ask him to announce his retirement from international football, because he's always either on his way to an international game, unavailable because he's playing an international game, or tired because he's just flown over to Granada to play an international game. He's clocking up some air miles, that boy. They play a lot of international football, but I'd rather he was just in my team if it's all the same to him. They've got the boss man in midfield. That's worrisome. I kind of want to sign him. If we're doing a collection of wonderful names, how can we not have the big boss man in our midfield? Right, we probably need to take off. I think we probably do need to take off Danny Daniel. I don't want to risk breaking him. We're 3-0 up. We don't have Macchiardi on the bench. And McCarran's going to come on and play on that right-hand side, which might be a long-term position for him. He's not actually come on yet, though. Did I do that wrong? Do I not know how to make substitution? Oh, no, he's on now. Excellent. No, he's not, because that's still Daniel. What have I done here? He's come on in central midfield. He's come on in central. Oh dear. I've taken Kalala off. We've now got 3 left wingers on the pitch. Well, Macchiardi can come on. Macchiardi is there. How did... I'm losing my mind. He wasn't there a minute ago, was he? Well, We're resting Kalala. We conceded a goal while that was going on, apparently. This is where it all falls apart. Because I'm playing all the left wingers. Who the hell is Buckley and why would he come on for slam dunk? Buckley, who are you? Malachi Buckley, a 25-year-old striker who can't play on the left-hand side. Yeah, more the merrier. On you come, son. Can we you play in midfield? You're going to. At least McCarron can go out to his preferred role. And now you want to take Van der Laan off. Do it. Bring them all off. Oh, dear. I think we've... luckily, we played well enough in the first half for it to not matter. I hope. 5 minutes remaining. McCarthy made a bit of a meal of that. That was one for the TV cameras that aren't here, incidentally. It's the FA Cup. We must be on telly. It's the second qualifying round. You're not on the telly. Don't worry about it at the moment. Oh, dear. McCarthy again, though. Safe hands, McCarthy, keeping hold of the ball there. And hopefully that's your last highlight. 4 minutes of the game remaining. That's a lovely lump. And it's into the path of Barton, who could make it 4 here, and does. Safe hands, McCarthy, with an assist. Beautiful stuff. It's Marlow 1, Holme 4. The FA Cup is in our pocket, boys and girls. That name's on the trophy. Probably, I mean, maybe. Barton might be one of the top scorers in the competition, though. We'll have a little look at that. It's always nice to have the top scorer in the FA Cup. That is well done from Barton. I'll give him a hand for that. He's done very, very well to get that, and he's done very well with that back six to get that under control and slot it under the goalkeeper. Well done, boys. We're into the third qualifying round. I don't think any bigger teams enter now. I guess the conference teams may be coming at some point. We might get one of them. Injury worry for Bell. How's Bell? Plays for them. Who cares? Why is that the headline? Van der Laan's got a stub toe. Anything to get out of playing in midfield. We made another $3,500. Barton gets a pat on the head. Can we see the FA Cup? I want to see if he's the top scorer. He's not. Tucker Dixon. Tyrone Tucker Dixon of Bishop's Cleeve. What a selection of words that was. Amazing stuff. Right. Whenever the third qualifying round is, does it tie up nicely with the FA Trophy? No. I don't know. We'll come back somewhere. I'm not sure what I'll show you yet. What I don't want to do is take 10 episodes to get to Christmas. But at the same time, I want to show the interesting stuff as it happens. But we'll see. We might just skip past both of those cup games and go a little bit deeper, maybe to the derby with Yaxley. I'll see how I feel. We'll see what we think is best. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.